Hi, Dave Skozik here for PR Delaware. I'm at the Elizabeth Murphey School here in downtown Dover with the president of the Board of Directors, Joe McDaniel. Welcome.
Thanks for having us and thanks for being here.
I appreciate the opportunity. The place has been here forever, I believe, since 1922.
Not forever, but since 1922.
Oh.
It was founded then, and then the buildings were built over the next 4 to 6 years. So we've been here quite a while.
And so have you. You've been president for how many years?
I've been on the board for almost 40 years and president for about 25.
You know, it's a place that people often drive by, wonder what is it, because it's also near Central Middle School and other schools here, and I guess it gets confusing as to which building is which. But tell me about the Murphey School.
Well, it is a group care foster home, and we're in one of the administration buildings. Mr. Murphy was probably one of the most generous benefactors in the city of Dover. He was from Dover, and he made his fortune out west mining and brokering coal, and he was very civic-minded. He built the Presbyterian Church over here on State Street and gave that to the congregation in honor of his father, Thomas Greer Murphy, who was a Presbyterian minister. And then he built this school in honor of his mother, Elizabeth Murphy. He acquired the land, built most of the buildings between 1922 and 1928, got the school started, and gave the Board of Trustees $1 million to endow it at the time, which was a lot of money, and is a lot of money.
About 10 times that much today.
A lot of money back then. And unfortunately, he died. I mean, he saw the school operate, but he died in 1928. But he was the one, it was his idea and his mission to get this school started. He wanted it to be called a school and not a home because of the connotation of a home being what it is, and we've been going ever since.
And who do you serve primarily?
We serve the whole state of Delaware. It used to be that we just served Kent County, but we serve the entire state. We have boys and girls here. We serve kids from maybe 7 or 8 years of age, 9, up to and through high school. And then we have another program, which you'll talk about later, where once a child graduates from high school, they can be in an independent living program here until they're 21.
So it is a residential facility?
It is a residential facility. The children live here. Right now we have about 31 children.
Tell me about what kind of children you have here. Why are they here?
These are children that have been in a foster home. They're not orphans. They have one or both parents, but for some reason the parents can't handle them. And most of them have been in a foster home. They were placed there by the state. And then the state places them here if the foster home didn't work out. And we have a program here. All the children live here, as you said, full time, and they attend the public schools. We try and keep them in the school from where they came. So they're not all in the capital school district. We might have to ferry some of them downstate or upstate to other schools, but to keep their life as normal as possible, we keep them in the same schools.
So you've affected the life of a lot of students, a lot of young people.
When you talk to Mr. Cobb, he says we've affected about 9,000 children over the 90-some years we've been around.
And I imagine during your tenure that probably half of those students are accounted for.
I don't know if it was half of them, because when I was a kid, we would have a population of close to 60 at Murphy School at any one time. We had dormitories. Now we have individual rooms, and our population is usually between 30 and 35.
So as the chairman, what's your primary function?
My function is to make sure the school operates well by making sure that we hire the right person to be the executive director.
Okay. And who supports the school? Where does the money come from?
The school is supported by the state. The state pays to have children placed here. I did mention that we have our own endowment that Mr. Murphy gave to us, and it's managed by and actually owned by a bank in Colorado. And so the endowment provides about 10% of our operating budget. The other 90% is provided by the state of Delaware. We do get the occasional gift, and we're always looking for gifts on our website, which is murphyschool.org.
And Murphy with an E on it. It'll be on the screen.
Murphy with an E. On our website, there is a donate button, like so many websites have, and we always look for and we receive donations. The community has been very generous with us over the years.
Do you have much contact with students who have come through this, who are now adults?
We do, and here again, Mr. Kopp will talk about that. But they do come back, because in many cases it was their home for a number of years.
Now, certainly with a facility this big and in some cases this old, what are the challenges you find in maintaining these buildings?
This is an old campus, and we've brought it up to date for the 21st century in the last 10 years. We have new roofs. All the buildings now have a geothermal system. We used to have one heating plant across the hall that did, or across the street, that did the whole campus, and that was not very efficient. So we've got new bathrooms, new kitchens. So it's a kind of a 1920s buildings with 2016 systems in them.
And it goes on, I suppose, the renovations.
Oh, there's always
the
something
upkeep
going. Always something going on.
Do you have any new plans to build new buildings or renovate?
Not at this time. We've been offered some buildings in the neighborhood, but we really don't need them. We've got what we need. The most recent acquisition was we bought the land behind us 60 years ago. Each new governor that comes in thinks it's their land, but it's ours. It's ours.
Well, I guess you've got to stay visible. You've got to let people know you're here, the people that you serve. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, I can't think so. I like having interviews like this so the community can be more aware of the Murphey School, because we don't advertise and we don't have big fundraisers. And as you say, people ride by the campus all the time and they might think it's part of the Central Middle School.
Mm-hmm. Well, I did for many years, and
Exactly.
I know that there are some good folks who come through here. But thanks so much for being with us. I've been with Joe McDaniel.
Thanks for having us.